Hi everybody, I'm Gloria reporting episode 7 of Survivor Philippines season 25. It's an exciting season, sitting on the edge of your seats. Love it. One of the best shows we've had in many years. It's been a long time overdue. Lots of personalities that clash and flash. It's called action reaction from all these unique and different personalities. They've cast a great bunch this season and I love it. Alright, let's get on to the first challenge. It's not the immunity challenge. It's the challenge where if they win, they get to take school supplies to a local area. And they get treated well. But let's go to the teams. One team's going to be Penner, Carter, Malcolm, and Denise. The other team's going to be Lisa, Mike Skupin, Abby, Pete, and Artis. Abby's going to have to sit this one out. Boy, she really gets a lot of sit-outs, doesn't she? So anyway, they do the challenge, and what they have to do at the end of the challenge is throw the balls into that little basket thing. Well, we're not going to go into all of it. You know, some of them are suffering, and they're doing the best they can, going to the rice paddy or whatever it's called, and underneath, and it's just a big mess. But looks like Penner's team wins, and they get to go, and they get to meet all the people. All the young people, the parents, the brothers, the sisters, aunts, uncles, grandma, grandpas, and they all have a great time. As a matter of fact, I think it gave Malcolm something to think about. He thought about when he had taught the minor grades and what he'd been doing, I believe, bartending. And it's something to think about, Malcolm. That should have shown you there's better things in life for you to do with your life. You got brains, you went to school and you taught people. Go back and do something that's going to change other people's life. Bartending is not going to do that. So anyway, let's go back now and let's go around and see what's going on at camp. Penner knows that he may very well be on the chopping block and that he doesn't have any allies. He's like a one-man unit. You heard of the military? The Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines? He's his own command. Only what he does for himself will make him survive further in this game. And he is out there not giving up the fight. For that, Penner, kudo button award. You go, buddy. And for some reason, I wasn't feeling that Penner was going to go tonight. And we'll get to that later. Because Penner is a fighter. He's working on Lisa. And he's working on Skupin. And he's laying back in his presentation of what you're going to think about things and how the fans are going to view you, you know, in a game of Survivor. So he's doing his presentation to Lisa. But he doesn't want to come on, but he wants to sow some seeds. And he does a pretty good job, and we'll get to that later. Let's go, and let's see what's going on around camp. In the beginning of the show, we see Abby kind of giving it to Lisa. But then later, you'll find that she felt like overall, considering last week's tribal and what she put out there, that she had been pretty well, you know, been welcomed. At least that's what she said. But when I saw Abby talking to her, I didn't feel like she was being that welcomed. Abby was just being laid back on what she told Lisa how she felt. Abby's feeling leery of Lisa and Skupin. And Abby's telling Pete, and Pete's acting like there's nothing to worry about, that the Tan Dang tribe, the 5 of them are strong, and it would be foolish for them to do so. Well, if you keep giving a lot of negativity to somebody like Abby's doing Lisa, ta-da, things could change. You better be careful, Abby, in how you present your feelings and your thoughts. Anyway, let's get to the next challenge. And what it is it's a paddle board, and you have to get, I can't remember, I think it's 5 or 6 balls, and you have to get all of them to set on it in this little, you know, just rounded out hole. And you do a ball at a time, and almost everybody, the balls were falling off or knocking off one when they got it. And who wins but Scooby-Doo? It's the first immunity he's ever won. He was on over 12 years ago, and I'm going to be honest with you, I was stoked to the mountaintop that Skupin won immunity. I am very happy for you, Scooby-Doo. And as I always say, Scooby-Doo will do. I get upset if anybody says anything horrible about Skupin, about this game. They don't think he has done all that much. Well, look what he's got and what he's stuck with, everybody. He's playing laid back and low key. He's actually been suggested to be on the chopping block a few times. And I mean, there he is, supposedly with the Tandang tribe. And Abby's saying she really wants Skupin to go, but they need to keep him. So with this kind of talk, let's just think about what Skupin's had to go through probably all season with the likes of Pete and Artis and Abby Maria. Okay. So he wins immunity and we're back at camp. Penner's wondering. I'm not going to do the whole video over. I'm sorry. Excuse me. It's cold here in Virginia. I got on 2 sweatshirts. This one and this. And my feet are cold. I had to put on some socks. Oh, you want to see me do that, kid? Okay. There you go. Alright. I always show off a little bit. Anyway, around camp, Abby's still talking to Pete. She's not feeling comfortable, but she's really put a load on Lisa. Lisa's been talking to Penner. Penner's been sowing his seeds. And like I said before, he's sowing some pretty good seeds. So, anyway, the other bunch, Denise and Malcolm, they're hoping they can persuade Skupin and hopefully Lisa, because they need the numbers, even though I don't think Malcolm and Denise are all that crazy about Lisa and Skupin. I think that's going to change. I have a strange feeling that Skupin and Lisa, if they totally flip, I think there could be an inner alliance. And I'm just throwing this out there. There could be an inner alliance with like Malcolm and Denise and Skupin and Lisa, because Skupin's devoted to Lisa and what she's going to do. That's my thoughts. I think we're going to see some big changes next week in the game. We sure have one coming later on that I'll talk about. Well, what do you think about this season of Survivor Philippines? Why don't y'all do some videos or leave me some comments on your feelings? I really would like to have some feedback from this point on. I'm going to give my prediction that I think Skupin, Lisa, and Denise are going to be in the final 3. I want Skupin to win the $1 million, but Lisa Whelchel is loved by everybody. I won't be surprised if she wins fan favorites. Believe it or not, I wouldn't be a bit surprised. Lisa, she pours her heart out. There's a site called Previously on Survivor, and somebody threw, well, how come I didn't feel all that great when Sugar's heart was out there? And my answer there was, maybe it's how you present your heart to the world. When you're worried about what your tribe mates are going to think, when you think about honesty and loyalty to your tribe, and when you think how you're going to be viewed by the world. In Lisa's predicament, she's been an entertainer, and she's a Christian now, and I think big into church, doing things. Lisa's carrying a load, and she's just spilling her guts to some of the people. And she's been spilling it at the tribal councils, kind of wide open. But I think she's got some stuff up there, and I think she'll probably make the right moves this season of Survivor. I'm going to see Lisa in the final 3. And if I had $1 million and it wasn't all I had, I'd make a big wager on what I think is going to happen this season. So again, I'm saying I think it's going to be Lisa, Denise, and Michael Skupin, the one I call Scooby-Doo will do. Scooby-Doo, you look mighty fine, buckaroo. You still got that killer body, and it looks good with that immunity necklace on it. Keep up the good work, and good luck. I hope you go to the final 3. Let's go to Tribal. Denise is talking pretty strong tonight. Tandang, I think Artis is feeling that Tandang's kind of strong. I think he felt like anybody could be on the chopping block, but I don't think he saw some things that were going to be coming. Abby's still nervous. But Abby actually brings a lot of demise to herself and to others. The way she presents herself in conversation, it didn't do her a bit of good to say that Lisa could be in danger tonight, the way people might be viewing her. To me, if I was Lisa Whelchel, my brain TikTok would have been going off. I don't know why you have any problem thinking you shouldn't do a flip and leave Tandang with the likes of Artis, Pete, and Abby Maria. You and Skupin should run full force ahead. There's a lot of action going on over there. And not worry about what fans think. You're trying to survive to win $1 million. Remember, when the season's over, if you win or go to Final 3 in a year or so, it'll be low-key and over well. But Lisa Whelchel, you've been a joy to watch. But I still love my Scooby-Doo. He's my man. Alright, so we're at Tribal Council and Abby's doing what she does. She opens her mouth too much and it's going to make Lisa think. Skupin's just rolling his eyes. Denise is saying not anything is a sure thing, but they're hoping that Lisa and Skupin will come over to them. Pinner keeps rolling his eyes, and you know, he knows it could be his demise tonight, but he's not giving up hope. So we go for the votes, and I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's Pinner, Artis, and Artis is gone and voted off. Goodbye, Artis. But I also am giving a kudo button award to Artis. I didn't think I would ever do that. I haven't had a whole lot of liking for some of the things he said this season, but he gave an excellent exit, an honorable exit. And the Artist, you surprised me. I'm proud of you. And now, as I always say, when you least expect it, you can get stunned and see the other side of what a player's all about. So I don't think Artist is all the time negative and mad and cranky. If so, wouldn't that have been the time you would have thought he would have been mad as Hades? He gave an honorable exit, how wonderful it was to be there. He wished maybe it could have been different. You know, he would have loved to still been there to go for the $1 million. It was an exciting night. What do I think is going to happen next week? I think Lisa and Skupin are going to be with the other tribe, and I think we're going to see Abby, Pete, out there by themselves. That's what. So we have Abby that's got an idol, and we have Malcolm that has an idol. Ooh, my nose is itching. Ooh, I wish casting was thinking about me or talking about me in a good way. Whew. Itching. Wonder what that means. That's an old superstition anyway. I'm slightly superstitious. What can I say? So stay tuned for next week when I'll be reporting episode 10 of Survivor Philippines. We're going to have more action reaction, more thrills, more impact, and more surprises, I'm sure. I hope. I don't see that Pinner will be going next week. It's going to be kind of hard right now to do a split vote situation. So this game is really going to be interesting. But as I said, maybe Malcolm and Denise will get up with Skupin and Lisa and do a pact for a Final Four, guaranteed. Saw something going on. So, wonder who they'll get well to take them to the Final 3, because that's my prediction. Lisa and Skupin and Denise. I don't think we'll see Malcolm go past a few more weeks. I'll be lucky if we see Malcolm at 5 or 6, but maybe he'll go to Final 4 and surprise me. I've enjoyed tonight's show. All you diehard fans, go after your dreams and never give up. It doesn't just have to be a dream to get on Survivor. Use the word no as a stepping stone to better yourself for your dream, because a broken dream changed my life. And remember, humor is the healer of all sorrows. It sure healed me when I wasn't selected for Survivor Fiji, when I got my call of interest. See you next week. Love you guys.